right, round one.
Hi, I'm Harlan. I'm going to tell you 3 reasons Andrew Carnegie is a hero. Question 1, does Andrew Carnegie philanthropy make him a hero? In my opinion, yes, because in his foundation, currently he gave about $100 million to his hometown, Scotland. Carnegie has made some donations for 1901. Andrew Carnegie was a steel management self-made businessman and millionaire. In 1892, the workers called a strike at his steel plant in Homestead, Pennsylvania, but he controlled most of the steel industry. J.P. Morgan indicated that he and his partners were interested in buying Carnegie Steel Company and all of its holdings that cost $480 million. Question 2, how did Andrew Carnegie give money to charity? That's exactly what Andrew Carnegie did. He made some charitable donations in 1901. But after the time giving his money away became his real occupation in 1902, he founded the Carnegie do scientific research and established for teachers with 10 million donations. And that's all I found for how Andrew Carnegie is a good person.
Rebuttal.
Hello, my name is Sanaya, and today I will be proving that Andrew Carnegie spent way too much money. I can't understand how Andrew Carnegie can be called a hero, because what people don't know is he wastes his money way too much. For example, he gave money to charities. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing, but do you know where he gets that money from? Yeah, his workers. In Doc D, it states, notice wages reduced 20%. Really? That's not even the worst part. He went out and bought this huge ski-boat castle all the way in Scotland in 1897 that he does not even go to very often. So that's a waste of money already. Because if you all were wondering, the renovation cost is about $10 million. Who spends that much money for a place that's not even used that often? And he also was just giving out money to countries who already had everything they needed. It's like he was saying, here, reach in my pocket and grab all my money. So if you still think that your great Andrew Carnegie is a hero for giving money to charities, then I suggest you rethink things.
Good job, round one. Round two.
Hi, good morning. I am Nancy, and I'm going to be proving to you how AC was dedicated to helping others. The question is, does Andrew Carnegie philanthropy make him a hero? In my opinion, yes, because according to Doc C, Carnegie gave $100 million to the TIAA, or education, which shows you that Andrew Carnegie did do things that are heroic, and apparently he cared about education. Carnegie might have did some things that were not heroic, but he did not do a lot of things that were heroic, that weren't heroic. Carnegie was very particular on which places he gave to and how much he gave. In Doc C, it says he gave $400 million to the Princeton University and $145 million to the Carnegie Corporation. Some may say he gave to his own company because he is selfish, but that is not why. He gave more to them so they could give more to other places or people when he died.
Rebuttal.
Hi, my name is Zanaya, and I'm going to tell you how Andrew Carnegie is greedy. Well, dynasty. I don't get it when you say Andrew Carnegie was dedicated to helping others, because actually, when he was dedicated to helping others, he was being greedy at the exact same time. Sorry to say. But do you think this makes him dedicated to helping others by being greedy? But to show that, in Carnegie's great double roll cartoon, on the side where the workers are, he's showing the money and trying to take the money from the workers. That's just cruel and rude to workers. And also he's making a I'm not playing face, like I'm talking business. But on the side when he is giving away things for charity, and he is showing a happy and like I'm the best I know type of face, and he isn't showing the money. Also, he is only giving what he wants to give to charity. Wow, that's evil. Some of those people need those things. The Carnegie's great double roll best shows my opinion of Andrew Carnegie not being a hero, because it tells you, well, shows you how Andrew Carnegie is greedy, just plain old greedy.
Good job, round two. Round three.
Hi, I'm Emerald, and I'm going to inform you on how Andrew Carnegie was a hero. The question is, does Andrew Carnegie's philanthropy make him a hero? In my opinion, yes, it makes him a hero because during his childhood, he was very hardworking. He took whatever his job was and perfected it. He got pushed up to new levels and heights by working hard. One thing that he said that stood out to me in Dr. was, why should a man wait until he he is dead before he becomes much good in the world. This tells me that he thinks you should help others in the world before you die, because if you don't, you're being selfish and giving to the world because you can't keep it anymore. Also in Doc A it states, Carnegie and his family of four lived in an attic room above his father's weaver's shop. The building was shared with another family, but he ended up with a $10 million castle when he got older. This shows how he is hardworking, because he grew up poor in an attic above a weaver's shop, but ended up with a $10 million castle in Scotland. He worked very hard to buy a castle, and this shows his hard work and dedication to work hard. In the background essay it states, to help out Andy, he got a job as a bobbin boy at a local textile mill. He worked 12 hours a day for $1.20. He did this because he knew he needed the job. Also, it states at 17, young Andrew Carnegie was offered the job of setting schedules and untangling train wrecks for the Pennsylvania Railroad. Finally, Andrew Carnegie retired in 1919 as a millionaire. And those are my reasons for why he is a hard worker.
Joe, rebuttal?
Hi, my name is Matt. And, well, Lenny, if you're going to say that, if he was so hardworking and was working on the ground getting dirty with his fellow friends, why in Doc B, I'll even mark the sentence, in sentence 6, why did he think he was better than us? And not only that, now he calls us dumb and poor because he thinks we don't know how to spend our money wisely. Some of us are just poor because. I mean, like, that's cruel and we can't handle ourselves. Well, that's dumb for him to think that. Ha! A man who is an elitist. How can he be a hero if he said the things about us? Like, what if we were those people? I personally would think he was a bad man, and not only that, I would be even more mad if I lived back then. I would also go boycott if we didn't need to steal so much. I also personally, or in my opinion, I think that he is not the person I think of a hero. So do you guys have a good explanation? Because I would like to hear one. Well, tell me when you're done. Please continue your comments.
Good job, round 4. Okay, round 4.
I'm Harvey, and the question is Andrew Carnegie a hero or is he not a hero? In Doc C, it stated that he spent $25 million to help promote scientific research. This helped them have better technology for health research, and also that might have made other people more interested in being scientists. In Doc C, it also stated that he spent $50,365,000 on libraries just to help other people get jobs. Even though he opened up lots of jobs for other teachers and for other people. Just as Dynasty stated, he was dedicated to helping others. In Doc A, it stated that he spent $10 million on a renovation. The renovation might have opened up a couple jobs for people, like as a gardener or a farmer. Well, that's kind of the same thing. But he was born in Scotland and he spent a lot of money there. But he was still he still wanted to help American citizens get jobs. In Doc C, it also still stated that he spent $10 million on a college endowment. Even though the money was from workers, it still helped other people get into college and helped them get better jobs. This helped. In Doc C, it also stated that he spent $10 million on the abolishment of war. This could have helped people get jobs because a lot of jobs closed down during the war. But yet after the war, he might have helped close it sooner, and then that could have helped people get jobs. Thank you.
Rebuttal?
Well, Harvey, I would like to show you something that will probably shock you from your great Andrew Carnegie. In Andrew Carnegie's wealth article, it states, the remain that only one mode of great fortune is to fortune or duty of a man of wealth is to set an example of modest living. Now, I would like to ask you, what is modest mean? You don't have to answer. I already got the answer. Okay. So I literally searched it up. Modest means under assuming or moderate in the estimation of one's abilities or achievements. Now, he said you must live a modest life. And I want this thing in document A, it states Skibo Castle, renovation costs about $10 million. To be honest, I really don't think that's modest. And if you ask me, that's kind of something a hypocrite would do. I'm just saying. Because you're telling other people to be modest, and you're not living your own modest life. I just really don't get that. But, yeah. And then also in a cartoon article, it also states that reduce wages by 20%. Another thing is, another way he's not living a modest life is, how is he taking money from his workers and he already has his own money? It's kind of weird that he would do something or say something and then he would do something else. Once again, that's something a hypocrite would do. And I really don't like the idea that he is trying to take away from his money or renovate a castle, and he's telling other people to live a modest life. So this man is a two-faced hypocrite. I rest my case.
Good job, round 4. Do y'all need a few seconds to prepare for closings? Okay. This is your time. Do you need it? Both sides ready? Okay. Concluding arguments?
My name is Kevion, and I'm going to be telling you why I think Andrew Carnegie is a hero. So first of all, I heard you guys say that AC was wasteful with his money and he was a hypocrite and he was greedy. But in Doc C, it states, how is he greedy if he spent over $350 million on good causes? Also, even though AC was a jerk to many people, and that may change what they think of him, the question is, did AC philanthropy make him a hero? Not if he was mean or nice to people. And he did still give lots of money to other people. So that means his philanthropy did make him a hero. And even though he took money from his workers, he is spending millions of dollars and paying them maybe thousands. And it's just like taxes, you have to pay them. And nobody likes them, but you have to. The government has millions and billions of dollars, and you see them taxing all people, all workers. And he's probably giving it to the home country because if you go to Europe right now and you start a big company, you would give most of your money back to America because that's your homeland. And Also, AC did help good causes, and that's all what matters. So more or less, his philanthropy did make him a hero.
Good job. Final closing argument.
His philanthropy probably made him a hero. But here's the thing. When he bought the Skibo Castle, $10 million, now, that was wasteful. But he could have been spending $10 million for more stuff to help, his community. He could have been using it for, I don't know, more charities to help scientists, make new discoveries. And he just buying a castle. It may have created jobs, it may have, but maybe he could have thought of a better way to use his money so it could have created even more jobs. It could have been like a type of recycling thing. It's basically type of, you put it in there, it kind of remakes it, and it's kind of like a circle of life, but it's like with jobs. And he could have found out a way to make that with $10 million. I'm pretty sure he would have been able to make, more jobs than what he did for the renovation of Skibo Castle. What I'm trying to say, Keon, is that he could have been using his money more better than the way that he did.
Excellent debate.